we are back from the December 7th elections, and we are going to talk about the aftermath of the elections and the matters arising, and what caused that huge defeat to the governing NPP, and why the president-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, won with that wide margin. There's a whole lot going on in this country, but the incumbent, the current government, turned a blind eye to all those issues. People were suffering. People are not getting jobs. The unemployment rate in this country is overwhelming. The economy was crashing. The people were talking, but the government turned a blind eye to all these things. So some of us, we saw this coming. When you were doing you break the eight and all those things, we knew it was not possible. With this type of governance, do you expect to break the eight? No, never. Not here in Ghana. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was labeled with a whole stories about corruption and all other stuff. But look at him now. He's the same person that Ghanaians have voted for massively. And this loss to the NPP is disgraceful. It's disgraceful for an incumbent party or incumbent government to lose this way, losing almost half of its members of parliament to the opposition party. So you could clearly see that Ghanaians were not happy. Ghanaians were not happy at all with everything, with the type of governance. No, like, if we knew that this is what the current government was coming to do way back in 2016, I don't think anyone would have voted for them. They gave us hope. They made us believe, promised us that they are going to build a better Ghana. But that was not so. That was not so. This government have been labeled with a whole lot of corruption. And you've seen it. We are here. We all see it. We all hear those stuff. We are here when you are looting state properties. And the president is there and he fails to say anything. He says nothing about those things. We are here where government appointees are destroying our water with illegal mining. But the president fails to say anything about those allegations. Look at the dollar rates now. Look at the promises that you gave out way back in 2016, that you've brought an economic messiah who is going to take us out of that misery. And 8 years now, then government gave you an exchange rate of $1 is to 4 Ghana cedis. And within 8 years, now, before the elections, $1 was almost 15 to 16 cedis. What wrong did you do as Ghanaians? Now look at the inflation rate. We can't buy anything. Even the basic needs, when you read the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the basic needs that any average person or every person should get is security, food, oxygen, water, clothing. Ghanaians, an average Ghanaian cannot afford those things. The basic things which is needed for survival, we can't afford, because Things are hard here. Things are expensive. The economy is crashing. The inflation rate is up. What did you do wrong? And you had the guts to impose your vice president on us, that Ghanaians should vote for him. Where is this done? Someone who is part of this governance, someone who is part of this, even if he was sidelined, he's part, he cannot run away. He's part of this government. He's part of this mess. So how did you expect, like, or you, how do you expect us to vote for him? Me, like, I even say the 1.6 million vote, that was the gap that the president-elect used to win the election, was even small. Like Ghanaians, we are not angry enough. We are not angry enough. That's over 80 parliamentary seats that they got this year in this year's elections. They are even too much. You're not angry enough. You spoiled this country. You've put this country into a mess. Now every young person wants to leave this country. Imagine a graduate here, a medical doctor, someone who has gone through the medical school for 7 years, opting to go abroad to go and drive Uber. What does it tell us as Ghanaians? It should tell you you have failed. You have failed as a government. You have failed as a president. All your nurses are leaving. All your doctors are leaving. The youth are leaving. This country doesn't have a future. Or you think the country is yours, so you can manipulate everyone, can do like anything that you want in this country as a president? No. This country is for all of us. We are all citizens. Ghanaians have had enough. And since Ghanaians are not violent, Ghanaians are peaceful, we always respond to that bad governance with our tongue. So if you're not able to govern us well, if you put us through a mess, we will show you where the power lies, because the real power lies with us. Now you bow your head in shame. Look at you. Ghanaians are suffering. Ghanaians are doing this. The dollar rate is going high. People are finding it difficult to clear their items from the ports. And all you could tell us was, you've implemented free SHS, so all should be fine. Ghanaians are angry. You are telling us you've implemented free SHS. Even those free SHS people, they voted against this government. They voted against this government because the first batch of the free SHS have completed the SHS now, and they are in the system and they are not getting jobs. So you expect that person to vote for you because you gave him or her free SHS. It doesn't work that way. You were in this country that you brought this fraudulent Japa deal, trying to loot everything, trying to steal everything from us. You imposed a COVID levy on us. The COVID which has not been in existence since 2022. We are still in this country paying COVID tax, and you've taxed our mobile money systems too. Who does that? And as a government worker, I'm paid at the end of the month, and I pay taxes. I pay income tax. Taxes are deducted from my salary. And when I transfer that money to my mobile money wallet, when I'm going to withdraw it or when I'm sending it, I should pay another tax. Is it logic? Is this logic? The ordinary woman who is selling cocoa, who is selling insuo, who is selling water, who is selling cocoa, at the end of the day, maybe he or she can deposit some amount on their mobile money to maybe send it to his or her bank account. Then you deduct the person e-levy. You were imposing taxes on us and you jubilated over that taxes. Ghanaians are suffering and you were happy jubilating over those taxes. And you've imposed taxes on the betting system. I don't even understand. Why should I be paying taxes on bets? Why don't you tax the betting companies instead? They are the companies. So why don't you tax them instead? But rather you tax me on my winnings. Is this logic? This is not logic. This can be done anywhere. You blamed everything. You you you, you blamed everything on the Russian-Ukraine war. You blamed everything on the COVID-19. So the dollar rate, the exchange rate, which was worsening, was because of COVID. The exchange rate, which was worsening, was because of the Russian-Ukraine war. All these excuses, and you thought you were going to vote for you again. No, you are not an option. Look at the high utility bills that we are paying in this country. The water bills, the light bills. Look at all of them. We are paying high utility bills in this country. Everything is high. Why is that? Now, you are going out of office. You're going out of office. You should go and prepare well, sit back for a while, and maybe if Ghanaians think it wise that we have to bring you back, they'll bring you back. But for now, you need to stay away. And I bet you, if the current president performs, we are going to be in opposition for a long time. You might not even come back to power again. And now, to the president-elect, I know by now, His Excellency, I know that by now you know the reason why Ghanaians voted for you. Don't think your party voted for you. It was Ghanaians. So you have a huge burden on your head, on your shoulders. Don't fail us. Because just as we booted this government out, if you fail us, we boot you also out. And it will be worse. As I said, Ghanaians were not angry enough. You should have gotten about 7 to 8 million votes. And some people in this government should be jailed if you don't recover most of the things that they've stolen. Then I don't know the type of president that you want to be. You have to recover every state asset that have been stolen. And those who stole them should be jailed. As you said, no one is above the law in this country. Any fraudulent activity that has been done, any corruption activity that has been done, that person should be dealt with, and that person should be jailed. If someone can be jailed because of stealing a chicken, because of stealing a tube of yam, then these people should be jailed because they've caused financial loss to the state. Look at what they did there. Like the National Cathedral or something. Look at that. You spent a whole lot of money on this hole. And what saddens my heart is that, what saddens my heart is those people who called themselves the men of God, who were the leaders, who were leading this campaign, who were taking salaries for no work done. They should all be jailed. You expect me to come and sit there for you to tell me like how to serve God. Meanwhile, you that call yourself an ordained man of God, you are causing financial loss to the country. You are all part of this. You are all part of our suffering. And I'm entreating the current, the president-elect to look into you all. Some of you, your churches should be closed because you don't even pay taxes to the government. And some of you should be jailed. You are you are the reason why most people even don't go to church nowadays, because you are all corrupt. You are all corrupt. You call yourself men of God. You are all corrupt. So, essentially, President Mahama, don't take it lightly of anyone who is part of this. The Japan deal, the Sino Hydro, the cathedral. I can't remember, there were some donations that were made for the cathedral. Where did that money go? You were here when someone that we don't pay taxes to, that's something to force you to do, was soliciting for funds to heal Kofonoche, one of our main reference centers, hospitals, one of our tertiary hospitals. And you had the guts to channel all this money to this big hole, this no-show. President Mahama should jail everyone who was involved in this. This is stupidity. We can't stay in this country and watch these things happen again. And the other thing I want to say to the president-elect is, watch your appointees. They shouldn't repeat the same thing that these people did and expect to achieve a different result. President Mahama, if you see or hear that any of your appointees are involved in corruption, sack that person, investigate that person, and jail him if he or she is guilty. That will send a clear signal to Ghanaians that you are a better president than the previous president. Prosecute your own. Question your own if they are involved in corruption. I'm happy when I saw your first 20 days policies that have been lined up for the first 20 days. I was happy. Those constitutional reforms, we need it. It should be done. No government appointee should acquire state-owned property. And those who have acquired it already, they should all be recovered. If you are doing this as an old man, what will you leave for us, we the young ones that are coming? So President Mahama, don't take it lightly on them. Those men, those so-called men of God that were involved in that cathedral thing, don't take it lightly on them. Some of their churches should be closed. Some of them, their churches should be closed because they don't pay taxes. They don't contribute anything to the national cake. They don't have, some of them, they don't have schools, they don't have anything. All they care about is their offerings and their stomach. If they are guilty, jail them. We won't entertain those things in this country anymore. Let me congratulate you for your victory, and we pray that you succeed. I don't side with those who are waiting patiently for you to fail so that they will say that, say we told you that he is still the same. He was not an option. We are praying that you succeed, and we are praying that they stay in that opposition for a long period of time, and they will never even come back to government again. So God bless you, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and God bless Ghana. We all want the best for Ghana. We are not with any political party. We are Ghanaians, and we will always make our voices heard, because whatever happens, whatever bad happens, will affect us one way or the other. So even if you are not here, you are Ghanaian and you are not here in Ghana and you are in abroad, you should add your voices to everything that happens in this country, because probably your family members might be here. So anything that's going on in this country affects you one way or the other. Don't sit there and say that since you are not here, so you don't care about whatever goes on here. You should care, because it might happen to your family. It might happen to your loved one. Every decision that's taken affects someone here. And you won't stay there. You won't lose God. And I'm telling you, President Mahama, we won't lose God again for some of these stupid things to keep on happening in this country.